Alright guys, welcome back with another Texas Chainsaw Massacre build video. Let's get into this. We're going to be talking about Sissy and how we're going to make her poison the best there is in the game. So Sissy is a unique character because she's the only character in the game that can actually apply like a status effect like poison to the victims. And I want to take advantage of this and bring you guys a build that's unique and a little different than what you've been seeing currently right now with all the Sissy builds out there. So if you guys like this build video or like the video, consider subscribing to the channel and letting me know down in the comment section down below how you like the build. But let's get into this without dragging this intro too long. Now let's get into the ultimate Bane. I don't know if it's really called ultimate, but I like calling it ultimate. We're gonna go left first, and we are gonna grab the increased cloud poison duration at 50 seconds. Again, I feel like this is just the best because we don't really care to harvest the poison faster, and that's what the one on the right is gonna give you. We don't really care for that. It's not doing anything good for us, just saving us like a second or two. You're really only grabbing poison when there's downtime anyway. And then we're going to go obviously in the middle right here to increase the time a victim is affected by the poison to 13.5 seconds. Again, this is nice because this is actually going to synergize with our last skill, which is called Toxic Cloud, which basically causes our victims to be taking damage. So the longer that it's there, we can take advantage of the full period of time that they're going to be taking dot damage from the poison cloud. Now jumping into the first ability, we're going to get into Rubber Legs. Now Rubber Legs got nerfed and got balanced and got fixed because Sissy was bugged and she was doing it all the time. But I kind of started working on Sissy after they nerfed her because I know she was broken and it wasn't the appropriate time to really try to make a build video for a character when she's mechanically not working right. So now that I've played her, I've been playing with Rubber Legs, and this feeds into the whole poison cloud because again, you just want to breathe the poison on the victim, and then you want to slow them down. By doing that, they're slowed so you can breathe the poison on them, and then you can hit them, and then on top of that, they're taking dot damage, and now they're highlighted for the entire team to see them. So if you're playing with good killers, they'll know exactly where that is. So if you don't kill them, they're going to find her and they're going to kill that victim that you're looking for. The next perk we're going to go for is Spore Loser. Again, this is nice because you get into a lot of close encounters in this game, especially playing like, you know, Sissy. Like Leatherface, obviously you don't, but a lot of the victims always save their knives to stab you in the back and stun you and stuff like that. So this is like very nice because basically what this does is when you lose a close encounter, you will actually drop a poison cloud. Now usually I'll get to a couple of close encounters every game. Some games I don't even get in one, so sometimes this perk I feel like I don't get to use it, but when I get to use it, it's amazing. Because the nice thing about this is that if I lose a close encounter, I'm going to drop a poison cloud. It's going to slow my opponent down. It's going to do some damage to them, and it's going to highlight them for everybody in the game to see. So if I'm sitting there stunned, CC, you know, trying to recover from losing the encounter, this right here will come in to notify my team. I'll still walk away dealing some form of damage to them, and now they're slowed, and this will hopefully help me to get the kill or help my teammates to get the kill. Now the last perk, this is kind of one that's up for debate. I actually chose You'll Pay for That, and this is if Grandpa is incapacitated, you deal 25% increased damage to victims. Now this is a perk, unsure if it's actually bugged right now or if it's working as intended, but it seems like this perk is always up. Again, I noticed like at the start of the game, obviously you're gonna have it because Grandpa's not awake, he's asleep, you know, so he's technically incapacitated, so it starts in the beginning. But then I notice it's just always highlighted orange on my bar the whole time I'm playing, so a part of me feels like this perk skill actually is busted. And if they fix it, or if this is working as intended, then I think this is the superior pick. But you could go for Valiant for the last slot. That gives you a 20% increased damage when you're carrying a full vial of blood. Our last perk we're really trying to go for is the damage perk to just boost our damage. And then for our Grandpa perk, we're actually going to choose Brute Strength, which is going to increase our damage to all family members. Again, this build for Sissy, I'm building it around being as aggressive as possible, dealing as much damage as possible. I was going for the whole like blood collecting speed Sissy build initially, but then I thought about it and I'm like Sissy's just too unique to like not be aggressive with this character. Like I feel like her providing area of denial and doing a lot of things like that would be a lot better. So that's why we kind of went down this route. Now, if you don't want Brute Strength, you could also go with Well-Fed Young Guns. This will give you 50%. This will give you 50 stam when Grandpa senses sonar. That's like another good ability you can get. And now for our attribute points, we're actually pushing all our attribute points into Savagery. Now you might be wondering, why don't you put in Blood Harvesting or Endurance? Well, I didn't do any of that because right now Sissy with 38 Blood Harvesting, when she kills a victim, she gets 121 blood. And then currently right now when she harvests a barrel, she gets 25. Now I was going down the route of turning her into, like I said, a blood build, but when I was leveling that up, I think I got it all to level 2. Even at max rank, you're still gonna have to get three of those like blood piles on the ground in order to get max blood anyway, or to get over 100 blood anyway. So to me, it just wasn't worth it, because the difference between running a blood build for her and running just a damage build was harvesting like one bucket of blood. So again, I get in 4 buckets I get 100, and then with the other build I was getting 3 buckets, got me to like a little over 100. So to me it wasn't worth it. Rather Sissy just deal a lot of damage, because currently right now she sits at 10, and I feel like now that they balanced her and they fixed her whole perma poison build that she could apply to you, she kind of sucks now. So like, to compensate for that, we're gonna just crank up the damage. And usually with Sissy, I kill everybody in about five hits. 5 hits, I'll usually kill somebody if they're at full health just running from me. And now to get into the actual skill tree, so you guys know where to go. You're gonna go left, and you're just gonna keep, and then you're gonna go right, because you're gonna want to grab rubber legs. Then you're gonna go straight up, and then you're gonna want to grab this perk, Spore Loser, and then you're gonna want to obviously just max out the tree. Now I can't remember, but I don't think the you'll pay for that is actually a random rolled perk. So with this build, it'll be nice because you won't have to sit there trying to re-roll perks to get the build you want. You can just get it kind of immediately as long as you have the skill points. And yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this build video. I'm trying to work on making them short for you guys so I don't make them too long. But consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.